in his government. Emmanuel To, KTN News, Nairobi.
Now, the National Survey on the Status of Drug and Substance Use in the country 2022 has revealed the emergence of synthetic drugs, where the addicts are now mixing drugs to get high quicker, as some of those drugs sold over the counter are cheaper compared to hard drugs such as heroin or even cocaine. Still, there are those who mix the prescribed drugs with the hard ones. According to NACADA, the initiation age for heroin, cocaine, and the synthetic drugs is between 16 and 20, and this reality is now a worrying trend. Another revelation is that there seems to be a shortage of heroin that is now forcing the users to synthetics. Our reporter Tobias Chanji has prepared an extensive report on this new trend. In the first part of this special feature, the Drug Dragon, Chanji shows how these drugs have turned a number of youth in the coastal region, specifically Mombasa, into zombies.
This is a drug den at Bombolulu in Mombasa City. Youth milling around these shanty houses. You might be mistaken to think it's a community meeting. No, there's a heavy business selling and buying hard drugs here. Main emerging drugs in the last 6 months in coast include skunk cannabis, which is an emerging potent strain of cannabis, amitriptyline, an antidepressant prescription drug to treat anxiety and depression. Others are a diazepam, a depressant prescription drug to treat anxiety or sleeping problems. Morphine, which is a strong pain reliever, and ketamine, an aesthetic used by humans and animals as a pain reliever and sedative. Others like lazine and analgesia are used by animals such as horse or cattle for sedation. A 47-year-old Robbie Mwashigadi, a now recovered addict who used heroin for over 22 years, leading to losing his job, says synthetics have become a huge problem at the moment.
Nini tumepata hizi synthetic drugs zimeingia? Kwa sababu kumekuwa na shortage ya flow ya pure heroin ambayo ndo kitambo watu walikuwa wanatumia, na pia kumekuwa na hizi mambo ya experimental ya vitu vingi.
He says the consequences of using synthetics are dire.
Wengi ambao ni active drug users wamekuwa kwa hizi synthetic drug using sasa imekuwa ni hatari na ni very fatal, kwa sababu nyingine unaambua effect zake paka unakuwa limbs zinakatwa.
Mwashigadi has started a group called Recovering Drug Users that targets those who are still using drugs to help them stop the vice. Among them are these two who are currently using methadone. They narrated to us their life experiences.
Ndo sasa ikawa imepotea, ndo sasa kwanza kipindi hiyo ikawa ni 500, 700 mpaka sasa iko 800. Sachet.
Sana dunga hapa navuta, ikionyesha kweli damu imekuja napeleka pap. Nikishapeleka nachukua mpira rubber band, huwa navaa rubber band na ileta paka hapa na sindano tap isicheze. Sasa navuta ile bomu navuta cocktail hiyo, na nimeweka viwili vya 400. Sasa hiyo vya 400 na zile nimeweka 800 inakuwa ngapi?
Things are not different in Malindi either. We meet this couple with their baby christened methadone baby because he was born when the parents had ceased using heroin and instead embarked on methadone.
Na safari paka nimefika hapa si mchezo, ni safari ya kutoka mbali.
Na tunaishi pamoja kama bibi na bwana, na sote tulikuwa watumizi, ila tuliamua kubadilika. Na katika utumizi wangu nimeenda majela mara kama 8 hivi, na nimefungwa kama mara 5, mara 3 nilikuwa rumande.
Production, trafficking and the use of synthetic drugs is now an emerging global challenge that is rapidly penetrating non-traditional markets in Africa. National Drug Observatory data for October 2021 May to 2022 shows evidence in trafficking of methamphetamine, morphine and ketamine, where most seizures were made while on transit at Kenya Port Authority. National Survey on the Status of Drugs and Substance Use in Kenya 2022 notes that initiation age for heroin, cocaine and synthetic users is 16 to 20 years of age.
We are heightening this fight in the three fronts. One is the supply suppression, then demand reduction, and also the integration.
The challenge, however, remains pursuing criminal charges against those who trade in synthetic drugs, as they come in different forms, such as liquids, pills, powder, or plants. For example, this was a test done on dried mushroom samples, which were found to contain psilocin, a hallucinogenic drug. The test was done on 11th August 2023 by Dr. Samuel Gachuhi, a government analyst.
In Akada, we would need much more resources, but now that we have good will from the government, there is a promise of us having our funds increased.
Still waters run deep, so they say. The soft waves, tides, and white sandy beaches continue to stir excitement that attracts tourists. Beneath it, though, drugs continue to be swept alongside. If you're weak, you'll fall. But if you're strong, you will conquer. Tobias Chanji, KTN News.
Of course, there will be a part 2 of conquering. The parents of the students affected by the boat Uasin Gishu airlift